I went to grooming school, and I always knew that I wanted to work with dogs, but I knew that I also need some experience. I worked for a company, and I was a grooming manager, and then as soon as I kind of felt like I was ready, to go on my own, and I decided to start looking for the right place.
While her talent is working with animals, Gulia Ismailova gave her husband, Bob Adams, the job to set up the business side of Furtastic, the dog grooming, boarding, and daycare facility that the couple recently opened on the city's north side.
I saw that there was a tremendous opportunity in this area of Chicago, given the number of dogs and the demographics, that this was a great business. It was a business that we could work together on, and we could keep our kids and our family involved in.
Though he has started a number of businesses before, Bob wanted to learn the ins and outs of setting up one in Chicago, something the California transplant had not done before.
I've traveled and I've set up businesses all over the world, and that's the number one thing that I see that people fail at, is they don't really understand what the local rules are. The key to starting a business, a small business, when you're on your own, is really figuring out where to go to answer all your questions.
He began by looking on the city's website, where he read about the services available to new and existing business owners through the Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection.
Small businesses are the core and fabric of Chicago. 90% of the businesses we license. This is the only area where there is some growth nationally. We need to do whatever we can to support small businesses.
On Wednesdays and Fridays, the department offers free business education workshops covering a myriad of subjects relevant to operating a small business.
We bring in all the departments, the inspectional departments, to talk to businesses, to update businesses on potential changes or the things that they need to comply. We have partnered with the city colleges and provide a certificate program. A potential business owner can attend 9 workshops and get a certification.
On the 8th floor of City Hall is the Business Assistance Center. BACP staff is available to help business owners with such matters as determining what license and permits are needed for their operations or connecting them to other resources. Within the center is the Small Business Solution Station. Here, entrepreneurs can receive free one-on-one business counseling from one of the city's partner agencies.
The Small Business Solution Station is basically a resource center for small businesses in the city of Chicago. In these difficult economic times, we have learned that businesses need access to resources.
Counselors from SCORE, a nonprofit association made up of retired business professionals, are on hand every Tuesday providing business advice. The Community Economic Development Law Project provides pro bono legal services on Wednesdays on everything from real estate matters to personnel to tax issues. On Thursdays, Axion Chicago, a small business lender, offers financial education and can provide microloans to businesses.
The idea was very simple. While they're waiting here, why don't we make use of some of their time by providing them resources free of cost. Clients who just approach us through the solution stations ask us some basic questions, and then the clients who take the next step and go ahead and apply for a loan.
All the resources and services were invaluable to Gulia and Bob.
I went down to the city almost every day on the Brown Line to learn about all the things that we needed to do to help her start her business.
It was with the assistance of the Small Business Solution Station and Axion Chicago that the Furtastic owners arranged their financial plan and received a startup loan.
We saw that Axion was a great step to getting her and her business creditworthy for the long haul. And so there were certain disciplines in terms of filling out financial statements, filling out forms and projections, and building a business plan that those disciplines carry a lot of benefit in the long term. And so the Axion experience helped us there.
All the homework has paid off for Gulia and Bob. Open only a few weeks, business is picking up at Furtastic.
I'm really pleased with the way we're growing so fast, because we do have a lot of people calling every day. We already have boarding dogs. We have people inquiring about daycare, a lot of grooming dogs.
And their advice for starting a new business?
You got to be prepared to take the time and do your homework and take advantage of the resources. I found that the information websites in the city of Chicago, I found that the people that I met with there as counselors were very good at helping me focus on this array of business information and move it into bite-sized chunks that we could both understand and then implement from.